Tally ho, viewers, and this is Sir Plays Games a Lot, and I'm going to talk about my opinions on Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, coming to Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. ACTIVISION. Let me let you know about this. Okay, it was the early 90s. Well, the late 90s. The late 90s, and the first four Crash Bandicoot games were a success for the PS1. Why? They were PlayStation exclusive. And Crash Bash came in because Naughty Dog had to take out, but we don't talk about Crash Bash. Crash Bash was just a spin-off. It wasn't that good of a spin-off, and what do we do with not that so good spin-offs? We throw them, that's what. Whoops. Anyways. So aside from Crash Bash, look at Wrath of Cortex. That game was available for the PS2 for Crash's 6th generation game. Because it was a 6th generation console. And it wasn't PlayStation exclusive no more. Sure, it was for the PS2 of all things, but then it got ported to Xbox, the original Xbox, and the Nintendo GameCube. They all had their own problems. All versions, they all had their own problems. The PS2 version had longer loading screens, but for some reason, if you check out Catacars' video on it, for some reason, his loading times were not that bad. He probably has a better PS2, or maybe it's just his destiny to review PS2 games. Anyways, so getting off track here. So, and also the Nintendo GameCube version of Wrath of Cortex, it just made levels like 2 times easier than they were supposed to be. And then it got ported to the Xbox, the original, and honestly, I don't know the problem with the Xbox version, but there's something wrong with the gameplay. I think it's because the music tends to clip out a lot more in the Xbox version, or gameplay sound effects just kind of cut out because sometimes there's too much of them. But whatever the problem is, I have no idea what problem the Xbox version had, but I don't think it was I don't think it was good. And my friend, Review Dude, as you saw in my past couple videos, he thinks that it's good that Crash Bandicoot is coming to Nintendo Switch. He doesn't know about the Xbox, he just thinks it's good for the Nintendo Switch, because he says that the Nintendo Switch was the best video game console to come out of history. I think that's partially correct. But you're not giving any other console a break, dude, by saying that. In fact, you're making the old Nintendo consoles sort of look bad unless you support them. Like, you support the N64 and the Super NES, but and the Nintendo 3DS. But aside from that, he thinks that it's good and that I done goof for getting a PS4. Because he thinks the PS4 is not good. I don't know, what the heck do you want from me? Anyways, so this game is getting ported to the Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Look at Wrath of Cortex! That was ported to the Xbox and the Nintendo GameCube. Sure, the Nintendo Switch might have a little bit more power just by a couple points, but still. Now, to be honest, I don't really care if they get ported or not, but if they get ported on the Nintendo Switch, and, like, I think Crash should be PS4 exclusive again. Because, hey, we already, most of us YouTubers already confirmed that there was going to be a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2 coming out for the PS4, like the first game came out for the PS3. But if Crash Bandicoot is going to be PlayStation exclusive, maybe he can be in PlayStation All-Stars. because they only have PlayStation exclusive characters like Nathan Drake from Uncharted and Parappa the Rapper from Parappa the Rapper and Ratchet and Clank from Ratchet and Clank. Oh gosh, there needs to be better names for games out there. I swear. They need to stop naming video games after their characters. Ratchet and Clank? Parappa the Rapper? Crash Bandicoot? I mean, heck. You can have Crash Bandicoot at the top of the name, at the top of the game name, and then have a different title, like this one. Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy. Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Have good subtitles along with the numbers. And to be honest, this game, for me, it was pretty difficult for the first time. But then now that I'm starting to get used to the controls, understand the control style, and now that I have all the power-ups of Crash 3, I'm kind of used to playing Crash 2 and 3. But when it comes to playing Crash 1, I need to work on my skills if I'm going to get Stormy Ascent for DLC, which is free. Now, this game missed one opportunity, just one, that would have made it a whole lot better. It's 30 FPS. It could have had 60 FPS. Such a missed opportunity. Anyways, if this game gets ported to the Nintendo Switch and Xbox, maybe my friend Review Dude can get those versions, and maybe after we both complete this game, all 3 games, maybe we can compare some differences if there are any differences, like the versions of Wrath of Cortex had. But to be honest, I really want Crash Bandicoot to be PlayStation exclusive again. So Activision, if you watch this video right before you release it, I just want you to know, look at Wrath of Cortex. If there are any problems that you see, just think of what will happen if you post that on there. Oh, and it wasn't just Activision who posted this. There was a Bink. Let's see. So Bink Video worked on this. And also Vicarious Visions, the guys who made Crash Nitro Kart and even the trilogy of the Game Boy Advance games for Crash Bandicoot. They had their hands on the Crash Bandicoot series for a while. But that was 15 years before. And then they took all the power that they had and made this game. It's pretty good. Try it. I don't know how much it costs for a used or new copy, because it seems that they change every single freaking week. But yeah, this game has all the first Crash Bandicoot games, all 3 of them. The first Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, Crash Bandicoot 3, Warped. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, yeah. But yeah, if they get ported, me and Review Dude can work out some differences in between the versions. Probably not the Xbox version though, but other than that. Or if it stays PlayStation exclusive, we might have a Crash Bandicoot in the freaking PlayStation All-Stars. And also, they said that they might come out with the new Crash Bandicoot game in 2019. They said that Activision and Vicarious Vision said that they're either gonna remake Crash Team Racing, or otherwise known as CTR, or Crash Bash in the same game. And to be honest, Activision, I got a good name for you for that game. If you're gonna remake Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash for the PS4, and you're gonna and you just remastered the first 3 games, and you called it the Insane Trilogy, how about you call those other 2 games smashed into one? Call them the Crash Bandicoot Insane spin-offs. That's a good name. All of us gamers seem to prefer kart racing or party games as spin-offs anyways. So, Activision, I want you to make a choice right now. If you're going to port this, just know you're going to make some missed opportunities here. While if you port this, me and Review Dude can do some differences. And maybe some other people can work out some differences as well. See what they notice and also see what we notice. Me and Review Dude. Yeah. So, yeah. That's it for now. I just wanted to get my point out there. But I mostly read off all these off a Google document that I found on Google, so it's a possibility. But it's now confirmed. The ports are coming this year. And new Crash Bandicoot game for the PS4 probably is going to come out in 2019, next year. So, see you all later. But still, Activision, make that decision. Make that decision. Okay. Oh, shh. Ow! My back! Oh, I fell off my bed. Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh!